for this Thursday, the 15th of December, 2022. We're just after 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Well, as you can see, the stock market tumbling. So here we go with an 800-point rally. You've given all that up. Plus, remember, we spiked during the day, then you gave that up, closed barely unchanged, and now you're resuming to the downside. Why? Bank after bank after bank going up in interest rates. That's probably the reason. The Bank of England did it today by 50 basis points. We just saw the European Central Bank, the Norge Bank moved, the Swiss National Bank. They're all moving, following the Fed in their process. And to a bank, they're not saying that, hey, this is the last interest rate hike. To the bank, each one following the Fed lead, saying, we are not through. Inflation is not beaten. We will continue this pattern. Obviously, each bank has to try to adjust where they don't put the economies into serious recessions. But as Ms. Lagarde just said, and she is still speaking as I'm doing this tape, she expects a shallow recession. Well, every one of the banks say that. Can they really pull that off will be the big question. You're getting a bid in the bonds and the notes. Why? Because they're looking at everything around them collapse. I don't know that this is a challenge in disbelief yet of the different Fed ideas, our Fed and other central banks. It could be a response to, hey, things are so bad, I want to move into that for some safety. You got to think that that could be the case. As I'm watching what's going on in all of the grain markets, it's still very much a mixed picture. Cotton is still in the bearish pattern as I see it. When we step over, the dollar had a good rally. It gave up the majority of it. And now when you dropped off to 106.07, you have come back rather smartly in the euro, and the British pound is holding itself also. So I always like to wait early on for the first part of the day when you get these announcements, but then I start thinking of moving back into the markets. There was just too much data today to really take a lot of risk. Let me start you off. You have the jobless claims. They're terrible. The Fed's losing the battle. Now they're down 20,000, and you only want up 1,000 and continuing. This is not what the Fed wants to see. So their policy hasn't stopped. Just what Fed Chair Powell said yesterday, the businesses are scared to let go of anybody, and there's still plenty of job offers for the people that are out there. And you're seeing this, those people that get out of one job, they're off the payroll, they're off the jobless claims, and they get another job right away. You are seeing the slowdown, though, in businesses. If you look at the New York State Empire Manufacturing, down 11.2. They expected it down up 0.5. So what is that, 1,000% worse? You got what I'm saying? It's dramatic. All right, so the slowdown is hitting all through there. You see the employment index, the new orders index continues to slip. It's a very weak report. If you get businesses weak enough, eventually it transfers to them saying, I have too many employees. That is what you have to worry about. Advanced retail sales. This is terrible. This includes Amazon and everything else. Where are people buying? So what's going on with the Christmas sales? I know I finished all my Christmas shopping. I never wait till the last part of it. I get it done fast. And we've got our stuff under the tree. I don't know about other people. So that's interesting as can be. Auto sales, advanced sales, ex-auto sales down 0.2. They expected it up 0.1. That's not good. We get the natural gas storage report coming out this morning. They're looking for 45 billion cubic feet withdrawal. We had the Philly Business Activity Index, like New York, weak. Just take a look. Look at the employment index. That's what the Fed wants to see. It wants to see these numbers start slipping away. Could be the lag effect. Federal Reserve, industrial production, take a look. Down 0.2. The market was expecting up 0.1, and capacity utilization just at best neutral. U.S. business inventories come out in about 20 minutes. So it is an interesting time in the market, and the question is, what do you do with all this as we see what is going on here? And it's a rough one, okay? You're getting whipsawed, many of you. I pull back, and that's what I teach my traders. I pull back when you get this much information in a day. I like to give myself time, not only for me to digest it, but the marketplace. It generally does it in the first hour or two. Then you can approach the market again. That's the way that I'd be looking at this market, with both eyes wide open. And in that, I take you into the morning update. So 5:30 in the morning, I start recording. Did it this morning a little earlier than that. And I give you trade ideas. And if there are none, I'm explaining why there are none. Then on the weekends, I'm going to carry it to the longer term trades. We're going to look at just weekly charts, because sometimes the dailies don't offer something, but the weeklies do. And other times the weeklies will say, hey, you're getting that signal on the dailies, but the bigger picture doesn't go with that. I cover 40 different charts each morning. I answer questions from you if you write them. Sometimes I'll give a short video for you that goes with your subscription. Right back to you. And I do respond, okay? If you're with me, if anybody that is, they know I'm very good about that. I pride myself on the fact that, no, you don't sign up and you disappear. You sign up and you appear every day in front of me, if that's the case. So I really work with people as best as I can. If I can't do some of the things you ask, I will write you back. I had that yesterday. One gentleman asked me to basically do a research report for him. No. If it's on the chart right in front of me, I'll be happy to do it. You do your own research. There's a limit to what I'm going to do for you. I was actually taken back by what he asked me to do. In any case, what we'll look at in this is, how do you get all this? Well, it's simple. You can either go to our website under research or click up here at any point. It'll take you right to that area. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. I'll speak to you at the end of the day with our market wrap-ups. Take care.